Hello and welcome. My name is Daniel Hoffman-Zinnel and I'm the Executive Director of One Iowa. Today is Transgender Day of Remembrance, a day to remember and honor the people we've lost this year to transphobic violence. Transgender women of color are particularly impacted by this discriminatory violence and represent the vast majority of deaths we remember today. In the United States, at least 25 people have been killed by transphobic violence, according to the Human Rights Campaign. That means that before it's even over, 2017 is the deadliest year on record for transgender, gender nonconforming, and non-binary people. We know the impacts of transphobic violence, and they're even felt here in Iowa. Kadari Johnson was a well-liked gender-fluid high schooler in Burlington, Iowa, who was killed because of his gender expression. His killer was convicted of murder by the state of Iowa, but was not charged with a hate crime because our Iowa law does not include gender identity or gender expression under our Iowa state law. This is unacceptable, and I urge you to contact your state legislators and tell them that Iowa's hate crime laws must protect transgender, gender nonconforming, and non-binary individuals. With me today to talk about Transgender Day of Remembrance is Sophia Stone, who is the president of Transformations Iowa and also on the board of One Iowa Action. So welcome, Sophia.
Hello, Daniel.
Can you tell us a little bit more about Transformations Iowa and yourself?
Yeah, so Transformations Iowa is a support and social group that has been around for years and years. I have been in charge of it since about 2012. And most of what we do is providing a space for people to explore their gender identity, whether that means that they transition or not, or how much they transition. It's all up to them. We also do a little bit of advocacy and educational work.
Awesome. Can you tell me what Transgender Day of Remembrance means to you?
The Transgender Day of Remembrance, to me, it's a very somber day. There have been 25 trans people killed in the U.S. this year, and 325 people worldwide, with most of those being trans women of color. And it's hard not to look at those numbers and be discouraged, especially with how small the transgender community is. But to me, in a lot of ways, it's also encouraging. It shows the strength and resilience of trans people to know that despite all of the discrimination that we face, and we are one of the most discriminated against groups in the U.S. and worldwide, that we are still going out and being unashamedly ourselves and fighting for our rights and fighting for each other. And that's, to me, that is something that is amazing and incredible, and it makes me so happy to see that.
That's awesome. What specifically can transgender individuals do to raise more awareness?
For trans people, if you can go out and speak to groups of people, to your legislatures, to whoever, that is great and amazing. But you don't even have to do that much. As long as you are unashamedly yourself, being yourself in front of your friends and family and anybody that you care about, that helps. Because so many people don't think they know anyone who is transgender. They don't think that there are many trans people out there, and that's a big problem that we face. As long as we get people out there to know other trans people, gender nonconforming people, non-binary people, that will help us out tremendously.
What about cisgender individuals as allies? What can we do to raise more awareness?
When trans people aren't in the room, speak out for them. Speak correct pronouns, let people know that jokes they might make aren't okay. Share articles written by trans people, lift them up as a platform, let them speak when they are in the room so that they and support them.
So today there is a vigil. Can you tell us more about the actual event and where people can come to do the remembrance of the transgender individuals who've been murdered?
Yeah, so Transformations, we will be having an event today at 5:30 p.m. on the Capitol steps on the west side, where we will be reading off names of the trans people that have been killed this year and remembering them. So that'll be going on at about 5:30 p.m. We'll try not to keep it too late.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I'd just like to say that there are so many people out there who attack trans people for simply being ourselves. We don't have an agenda. We aren't trying to invade spaces. We aren't trying to do anything. The only thing that we are trying to do is fight for our rights to exist, to live and be ourselves in a world that insists that we cannot.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Transgender Day of Remembrance is a day where we should reflect and take action to end the cycle of violence that transgender people face. If you are a transgender person, take care of yourself today. This can be a difficult day, and your health and safety should be your priority. If you are a cisgender person, listen to Sophia and other transgender individuals, find out what they need from you, and follow their lead. Contact your state legislator and ask them to add transgender protections to Iowa's hate crimes law. If you need more information or talking points, please feel free to reach out to us here at One Iowa. We are here to help. If you're in the Des Moines area, as Sophia said, attend tonight's vigil at 5:30 on the West Capitol steps. If you know of any other Transgender Day of Remembrance vigils in Iowa, please share them with us so that we can get the word out. Most importantly, know that there is hope. There are people, organizations like Transformations Iowa and One Iowa all over the world who are fighting every day to end transphobic violence and discrimination. Together, we will build a safer world for transgender individuals. Thank you again so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.